Roll camera. Here we go. Hello, hello. We'll get there. Come on, you can record, you fucking piece of shit camera. Sometimes the music is too loud. Hello? Dad? There you go. The music is not louder than I am, you're imagining. What the fuck? Oh, it's because it's delayed. Hello, hello. Hello, Chitlin. Ew, gross. Other microphone. Yucky. See in the reflection, it's fun. Yuck, they know I have a microphone. This sucks. You've turned orange, you have. This is true. I need to remake my streamer shit. My little bars and crap. What's up, lovely people? Haven't been on stream in a while. Got pretty busy. Yeah, I know. It was nice. It was peaceful, even. This music is so loud on my end. Hey, your content is great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I tried. Yeah, when do we get the animals again? I'll do it later. Didn't I set up a timer for this shit? No, I did. On Windows, and I have to figure out how to fucking... Hello, Sorsha. I have to figure out... Nothing can be easy or done in a way that, like, doesn't suck and just doesn't, like, shit itself. It's really cool. I wish I long for stability, truly. I long for, shit working. Unfortunately, I don't have this luxury. CRT spotted? Yeah, CRT along with, there's a Sega Saturn right there. I could turn on the CRT, but it will be like, it'll make the audio dog shit, but I can show it to you. I'll turn on the Sega Saturn, I'll turn that on, I'll turn this on. My audio quality is definitely worse now. Oh, look, Sega Saturn. There it is. See if it lets me play the game. I'm letting you see, it's right there. See it. The disc doesn't always read. Yeah, oh well. Good game though. Blue. Yeah, it's functional. It's a CRT. Sega Saturn. I play it sometimes. Now you just need to run chat in the MSN Messenger client. No. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck the CRT by causing extreme burn-in. If I had a throwaway like monitor I didn't care about, sure, but on the CRT I actually used, no. No shot. I will not be doing that. I'd love to have like a monochrome monitor that I could do that. No, they're hard to get. This one was free too. I got this from a friend who's just like, I don't want this. It's in my basement. I don't. It's like cracked and shitty. You return from ad hell. Yeah, ads be happening. Ads be happening. Gotta make money somehow. Honestly, I would be unsurprised if I made more money from Twitch ads than from subs. I would be non-shocked. It's just gonna be a markdown stream where you configure a Minecraft mod. No, it's gonna be, you're gonna watch me model shit and then texture things. Yeah, can you stop making money? Be miserable? I could do both. I could do both. Why not both? You know? Both is a good option. Yeah. What the fuck? Man. My timer stopped being a timer. I'll just put it to 30, whatever. 30 minutes and then we start doing shit. That's how that works. I forgot you are broke again. I'm continuously broke because life has bills that I gotta pay. I'm as broke as can be. I do make money from Twitch shit now. Twitch and YouTube, I do make money from them now. It's not a ton of money, but it's more than nothing. Talking about egg? Oh, yeah. Fucking broke ass egg. The lack of 1 mil, the lack of any money. How much money do they have again? Did you spawn in with the beanie? Yeah, I was born with it. Who is this guy? Some fucking asshole. I don't know. Why not use your phone timer? Oh no, I have this. It's there. I don't have. Listen, I'm not fucking addicted to my phone. I don't know where the fuck my phone is right now, actually. Oh, it's on my bed. No. So did your gope or no? No, we're moving. No gope. We're not goping. I'm not cool enough for gope. We have to focus on other shit. Dope is too much. Dope is too much for me. I have like 12 phones. I have one phone and I lose it because I'm not addicted to it. I go, oh yes, phone. See how far we can back that up. Yeah, it's acceptable. That's okay. I like Pac-Man. I too like Pac-Man. Sometimes Pac-Man's a dickhead. Sometimes Pac-Man fucking sucks. What assets are we making today? We're gonna make your tombstone. Because I did not end up doing that. We're gonna make the fucking melty, fucked up dog. The weird ass, fucky dog. And then I'm gonna make 3 other tombstones for the other people so they have, you know, unique shit. And then after that, we're gonna do map design. I don't know how long today's gonna be. I have stuff that I'd like to get done, such as like cleaning my room. But have I heard of Wings 3D? It's written in Erlang. No, I have not. I do not know. Hey, how's it going? How's the stream? It's good. It's alright. We haven't started. We're gonna start doing shit in 26 minutes. Also saw your recent video. Hope the coding works out. Holding books helps you in your work. They do. Frankly, they do. Actually, before we start doing shit, we're gonna read We're gonna read. Cause I need to do that. I need to learn. I need to do a little bit of, at least a little bit of C++ every day so I don't like forget shit. So we're gonna do that and then we're gonna do assets. That's the plan. So I imagine today will be like 5 hours, maybe. Something like that. It's a necessary reading. You gotta read. "70% Angus, 30% no's." No, it's the other way around. It's clearly the other way around. Pinocchio wishes he could be me. I'm the better version of Pinocchio. EP, that's fair, that's fair. Not without a Subway Surfer clip in the corner. We used to have Zork in the corner, but I gotta fix my shit. I gotta, honestly, after stream today, I gotta like just spend time fixing the stream. Seeing what I can get working. Whoops. Ah ha ha. Hee hee. Where'd Mike go? I don't know what the fuck you're on about, uranium. You should try home labbing. No. I don't have the money to home lab. Are you kidding me? I ain't got the funds for that. Home labbing's fucking expensive, dude. Expensive and time consuming. Two things I don't have. Money and time. Dude, if I'm not working on shit, I genuinely start to be like, oh, I'm not getting shit done. But there's so much to work on. There's just so much. Sometimes I want to just spend a day staring at the wall. You know what I mean? Just Raspberry Pi it? Again, money I don't have. But I don't think you understand how much I don't have. I'm fucked. I have no money. Like, it's where we are. Like, I cannot purchase, like, anything. And I don't mean that in, like, hee hee ha ha. I mean, like, I literally can't fucking buy shit. Pie from the trash, yes! I'm gonna go dumpster diving for a Raspberry Pi to do a home lab for something that doesn't... Have you tried selling feet pics? I don't think my feet are good enough. I don't think my Hobbit feet would sell very well. Toxically, which I fucking wish. You'll get the money, don't worry. A lot of investors just hand them out to small streamers. Are you a small investor? It's rare, but it happens. Just gamble, dude. Just gamble, man. No, I just need to do well so I can get sponsorships and shit. That's what I need. Hello, chat. Hello, streamer. Hello, Doll King. How you doing? The newest video is probably my favorite one you've put out. I love that one. I felt mixed about that when I was like... I almost like didn't... I almost like wanted to take more time to edit. I'm fairly disappointed with that video and the editing department just because like it took... So my Windows install like shit the bed, so like my Windows like died, and I'm learning how to use Kdenlive, and like I got to the end of editing when I realized there were like certain things that would have made my life infinitely easier. And like my will to continue editing the video like plateaued, and so it took a lot longer, and like I was like trying to figure out how to fuck to do certain things, and it's like so annoying. Please don't over-polish. It's not even like that I like was gonna over-edit. It's like I wanted to do bits. They were like I wanted to do certain bits that I like just was like after spending like 3 days grinding against fucking Kdenlive's weird way of doing things. I was like, I'm so done with this. I do have Jewish ancestors, namely my dad. Yeah, no, my grandpa fled the Holocaust. I'm quite Jewish. Yeah, I'm Jewish. That's not a joke. I'm ethnically Jewish, yeah. I also really like the style. I'm wondering if you're gonna make it so people can mod it. I'm looking into making it moddable. I started doing that later today because I figure if I can get that, getting that done sooner than later is probably for the best. We'll see. It's more work on my end, but I figure it'll be good. Not that the game will be expensive. Like, I'm not gonna do a Yandere dev where I'm gonna release, like, while the game is not done, I'm gonna release updates for free, obviously, but when the game is, like, done, it's gonna be $1, and then I'm not gonna touch it. Once it's released, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna, like, unless there's, like, a game-breaking bug, I'm gonna immediately move on. I will not be touching it after that, and then I'll have mod support and release the code for people to fuck around with if they want to. Sir, your yarmulke size is not industry standard. To report me to my local rabbi. That's fine. I'm not very Jewish in terms of I don't know in terms of religion, more ethnicity. I didn't know you were Jewish. I would have guessed you were Greek or something. No, I'm quite Ashkenazi. I'm quite Ashkenazi Jew. Quite Jewish. You can tell by my fucking schnoz. And my hair. Why is the half of the planet is Jewish? It's not. The Jews make up like some odd percentage of the world population. The world is Asian, brother. If we're going by percentage-wise of population, the world is Asian. not Jewish. So, anyway, we start doing shit in 19 minutes. When I figure out how the fuck to get plugins installed on OBS on Linux, I'll be able to actually have a timer. Until then, we just get to, I get to have that shit on my desk and I get to be like, look, guys. Guys, check out my fucking timer. Guys, it's cool, look. Look at my fucking timer, it's fucking awesome. Would you like to sign my petition? It'll be good. But how do you know? Have you counted? Counted what? How do I know that it's the world is Asian? Yeah. Population, brother. India is Asia. Like, the population there is, like, in Asia is insane. Build a Lego. I don't have Lego. I don't have Lego, dude. I got what I got. I'm using what I have as effectively as I can. Trust. Dude, I have like several video ideas. I need to... Oh, I have shit. I need to write shit down on like a physical piece of paper so I don't... Fuck. I don't have a pen. I'm gonna forget if I don't do that. God damn it. Sending you Legos can be my small investment. See, why have Legos when I could just figure out how to install the right plugin on Linux? At the end of the day, we're all African. We all come from Africa, I think. We're all river people, technically. I love a damp river basin. Yes. Nikolai bro has my dream headphones. Yeah, back when I had a job and I could afford headphones. They're not bad. I think they were on sale. I got these because my roommate in college was like screaming. And I was like, oh, these will help. They did not help enough. I had to settle on, instead of having like... I should have gotten open back. Instead of having closed back fucking headphones, what I actually ended up using was gun range earmuffs and earbuds. And that combo was effective. You've not gone beyond Spain? I've never been to Spain. I've never been outside the US. My roommate in college would scream yawn. My roommate in college was not like a barely functioning uber autistic man. He sucked. I hate him and I hate his parents. Because he was rich. He could afford a double, but they shocked him with me. Pieces of shit. Hear that, Eric? I hate you. I hate you and I hate your parents. Your dad and your mom. Fuck them both. If you see this, I hate you. Fuck you. I'm not getting a roommate in college roommate, I cheer. You should visit Poland. We have dragon statue that breathes actual fire. I would be down to visit Poland at some point. Who's the woman? I don't understand. Eric, like Eric the Electric? No, like Eric the asshole. The like uber autistic roommate. I say this as like a high functioning autistic man. He was a very low functioning autistic man. Like to the point where like he was borderline non-functional. Like if you gave him a phone camera, like he would be a lol cow, you know what I mean? Like he's like not like if you let him be by himself and just like sent him into the world, he wouldn't function. It wouldn't work out. He would either die or like get taken advantage of by like everybody around him. Can we say that on stream? No, I looked it up. Because I don't have an issue with that word, but apparently Twitch does, so womp womp. I don't care personally. Some people do care, I don't. So how's the roommate was, no, but dude, he was rich. He had money. Like his parents were rich. I hate him because he could have had a single. He didn't need to be my roommate. They chose this. They actively chose that. They chose it. Like, I cannot for a second believe that they didn't, like, be like, oh, maybe if we have him socialized, it'll fix him a bit. No. No. Absolutely not. Simple OS would have the OBS add-on installed already. Yeah. Gotta love Typical OS with its inability to access the internet. Let's get some moderation in this chat. We don't need it. What for? What's happened in chat that needs moderating right now? Poland is Nazi? I don't know. I got ancestors from Poland, so I'm sure that's kind of TOS. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how to time people out from just clicking besides just like Warren? Oh, timeout. There it is. 600 seconds. That's a long time. I would have gone for half that. Oh well. Sorry, my dude. It's 600. It is. Don't call don't call a whole group of people Nazis. It's not ideal. Look into 7 TV. You can slide them to the side for timeouts. Okay. The guy was odd. Don't be mean. Don't call the guy calling Poland Nazis. 10 million year timeout. I don't know. No, it's one of those things like, I should be, I'd be turning off my ad blockers for these terms. I appreciate that. I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, that's the word. Blackwater Odyssey, yeah. That word is, I looked it up. Twitch doesn't like it. Twitch is not a fan of that word, so I can't say it, unfortunately. When do we get to do things with channel points? After today. You know what? Listen. I will spend today and tomorrow. Tomorrow I don't stream, right? Actually, you know what? Listen, here's the thing, right? I've missed a few days, so I will stream. I will stream tomorrow, and I will stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not Thursday, and then we'll go back to normal. Duh, no more money. Haha. I'm on phone, so I have to watch the ads. I appreciate you watching the ads. You don't understand. Like, I literally, like, that is kind of how I make money. It's like, I don't make a whole lot. So any little bit that I can, like, watching ads genuinely does help. If you go to my channel, I would, oh, the music is mad at me. I would appreciate you watching the ads. Which is very Jewish of me, I know, but like I literally am broke as fuck. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't like, I need to pay rent and phone bills and shit. I'm watching ads too to support my, yeah, no, I would be unsurprised if the ads on Twitch generated more revenue than subs did. I would be unsurprised if that was the case. Yeah, how do I stop being hungry after eating a big meal? I don't know, dude. I like, there isn't enough food here, so like I've slowly like weaned off of eating food, so now I just like, I'm just not hungry most of the time as a baseline, which really helps the whole like not having enough food thing. It's a pretty solid deal. I ate like a sandwich today. I had like a PB&J and like coffee. That's what I ate. You remind me of the guy from Mixtape, not gonna lie. That's an insult. You would insult me like this in my own house. Upsetting. Anyway, we do shit in 8 minutes. 9 minutes. I don't need to play trash to know what trash is. Like, I don't need to, like, play a game to be like, yeah, that's dog shit. That's ass. Also, not indie? I'm sorry, if your budget is $1 million, you're not indie. You're immediately not indie. I don't care who you are. Like, if you have a budget of $1 million, you're not indie. Sorry. Will you add bugs to your game? There's specifically going to be a bug room. Aren't there like entire segments where you don't have to touch the controller? A guy did a video where he like saw how many button presses it actually took to beat the game, and it's like a very small amount. Not an indie game, we can agree on to that. Bug room, fuck yeah. Yeah, worm pit. Bug room, worm pit. You know. Yeah, Andy. Will there be controller support for Ringworm? I have pretty bad carpal tunnel. I plan on having controller support. Just because the nature of the game lends itself to being able to work with that really well. Honestly, we could try and do... I have... The controller is like buried under shit right now. Yeah, I plan on having controller support just because the game actually does work with that. I have kept controller support in mind in regards to how I design controls. Not literal bugs, like computer bugs and glitches. Not literal bugs. What? Why would I want computer bugs, man? I want bugs. I want bugs. 150, but I'm pressed this for the entirety of Mixtape. Sounds about right. Listen, if you want a mixtape-like game, but one that doesn't suck, fuck, what's it called? Life is Strange is good. Specifically the first one. I haven't played any of the other ones. The first one is good, though. I can recommend the first one wholeheartedly. It's a good game. I heard the other games kind of get shitty, but the good game is a good, like... Just pretend the other ones don't exist. It's like the first 3 seasons of Supernatural. You're like, alright, that was a good show. There is nothing else after this. I don't care. It's not real. I just started your first video and saw you live. You say my first video. What do you mean by that? My most recent one, or like the first video on the channel? Because I would be fucking shocked if you watched the Risk of Rain video from 3 years ago and we're like, ah, this guy's live. That's crazy. Wonder what he's doing. Oh, this guy played Risk of Rain like 5 years ago. Huh, oh, he's live. That's neat. Whoa. Yeah. No, I'd be streaming. Not as much as I should be, but I do be streaming. Carry on my wayward song. I know a guy who hated that song and it made me sad. The Yandere Simulator one, that's like a lot of them. It's at least 2, if not 3. But I do know the one you're talking about, if it's the one I uploaded a little bit ago. Which thumbnail did you see? Because there's 3. And I'm interested to see which one you saw. Because I'm doing an A/B testing on it right now. Anyway, in 4 minutes, we do shit. Eat your rivals. Was there blue? Was there blue? Because they all say eat your rivals. The one with Krolk on it? Nah, the shitty one. What was your Risk of Rain video like? Did it have... It was just me playing Risk of Rain with my friend. That was it. It's red? Okay. You saw that one then. There's 3. There's one that's... You saw the shittiest one, in my opinion. But I have like an A/B testing of 3 different... different types. 3 different thumbnails. With the pink Krolk. I think the blue one is the best one. I think, like, best for YouTube, it's the best one. I think the one that I like the most is the one that, like, is more visually, like, appealing. But, like, I'm really trying to get into the mindset of, like, oh, this is YouTube. So, like, I'm, like, scrolling out, being like, oh, how well does it read from, like, when it's tiny and shit. And, like, and doing that stuff. And, like, it kind of forces you to, make it shittier in a way. With the Evil Smile Tread, yeah, that one. In my game I'm making with my friends with the budget of $0 considered indie, I would say so. I mean, my budget is also $0. My budget is whatever I can make on YouTube right now, that's where I'm at. You should break the bridges behind you so that the only way is forward. You're so right. $16 times 2 divided by 2 equals 2? No. Listen, if you follow PEMDAS, that's not true, Duke. The answer to that is 16. Because if you do PEMDAS, you didn't have any braces, you didn't have any parentheses, so it goes in sequential order. Multiplication and division being in the same unit, the same level. So you do 16 times 2, 32. And then you divide that by 2, it gives you 16. That's just not correct, Duke. I'm sorry to say this, but no. I genuinely thought Yandev went to jail and that was why the game wasn't finished. I didn't know he was just stupid. No, he's just dumb. He's just like, I don't think he wants to finish his game. I think like he really relies on that income because like I need you guys to understand, like if I spend more than a year on this game, I'm gonna like sell it. I will just sell the IP. I don't want to spend more than a year on this. Straight up, like that's my limit. If I get to that point, I'm not like I'm moving on. I'll be like, well, I wasn't good enough to finish it in time. Damn. Sold. Whoever wants to buy it can buy it. Because, like, my channel is first and foremost, like, game dev channel. I don't want to spend a year on one game. Johnson is totally gonna be finished. We're Jesus, 2 more years. 2 more years. No, dude, listen, it took him 12 years to add 2 rivals. That's what, 6 per year on average. So if there's 12, it's gonna be 60 years for each rival. So that's what we're gonna be. I'm gonna be. He's gonna be dead. He's gonna die. I'm glad you won't let game die like Janssen. Like, if it gets to the point where, like, it's genuinely taking so long, like, I will sell it. There's, I have a, like, I will, like, I don't know how to say this in a... Working on the same game for that long can make sense, but, like, the moment I get to a point where, like, working on the game makes me want to die... And I'm like, maybe 2 years would be my limit. No, alright. Something to start doing shit. 2 years might be my limit, but like, there's gonna be like some set time where I'm like, if I get to here, like, I'm moving on. What about Carlson? It is only exception for a 5-year development time. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying my shit. This is me. This is how I am operating. Haha, I lied. Bop. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to change the, oh, fucking Twitch. God, this music is very loud. Music is very loud to me. Making game assets, and then we are in the art section. Boom, done. Cool. Alright. Suicide by game dev, a depressing thought to have. It's like, I don't know, dude. It's... There's a level of which I would be down. Oh, thank God I have this. I have a... Not enough. Jeez. Do I have that plugged in? I do. I need to... And I don't have this plugged in? What stupid... Oh no, I do. Good. Okay. Hey. Sorry, I have a, oh my God, stop. I love tangled wires. Yay. So I have like a mini keyboard, so I have like an external numpad. Specifically for 3D. Because it is fucking necessary. It genuinely is.
Ooh, cube, yay.
So this is 2 meters, so this is really big, I think. That roughly is like gravestone. That's 1 meter tall. How big are the spire types? They're like the size of a dude. So that's like roughly 2 meters ish. I would do like that. Well, you know, 2.8 or 1.8. I like the cube, but I'm on the 2015 version of Blender because my PC sucks. That's fair, dude. Once Blackwater, if you join the actually, never mind. I lied. So we want... Let me take a look at what the fuck you made it look like. I downloaded the image, I just need to find it. There it is. Okay, so you had it like here. Check this shit out. We inset this. What the fuck? Huh? Okay. Sure. Drag it up like that. That's like halfway up. You have it at. size it down some. Put a thing right there, bop. Do that shit again. But it's smaller, so actually we inset this first. Then we do it again. And then we make a cross. Which means we inset like crazy. Fucking shoot that shit out like that. And at this point, we realistically should have a mirror modifier. What the fuck? Oh, what? Huh? Why? Well, whatever. Oh well. Haha. Alright, I can look back at stream now. Stream chat and actually respond to shit. Starting soon. Still on the screen, is it? Oh, haha. It is. Oh, I took the chat off the screen. That's what happened. I clicked the wrong one. When are we starting? I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused and scared. I haven't the slightest clue when we're starting. Oh. There we have it. We have a tombstone. Yay. Damn, you model fast. It's not the hardest model to make. it's pretty simple. As models go. I'm gonna change it a little bit. I think this should be a little wider at the bottom. Oh. There you go. Tombstone. The cross is so tall. I guess it's a little tall. It's fine. Who give a fuck? Then we apply, alt tab, go to here, merge by distance. So we remove all the shit that we did because I fucked up the mirror modifier. There you go. We have a clean-ish mesh. How do I view the statistics for this? I know there's a way. Stat. Yeah, it comes up to 168. So it's not really like a crazy model. Oh, it's your tombstone? Yeah, it's Trigger's tombstone. If you too want to have a tombstone, go onto my Patreon right now. Give me $20. These are, so the tombstones, the reason we're making them, there's going to be a graveyard in the game, and the tombstones will be like people who back the project. So there you go. Trigger has donated a fair amount. She doesn't have the, or he doesn't have the, fucking what's it called, Patreon tier technically, but they've donated enough to like qualify. Pubert Chathams will also get their own. Triggers own. We gotta make Puberts. Pubert, are you here? If Pubert's here, say hello. Otherwise, I'm just gonna decide one for you. Yeah, anyway, so like you get a tombstone and then you interact with the tombstone. Like they are interactables and then you can read a little bit. We're all broke here, yeah. I'm not jobful enough to ensure I have $20 every month. It's fair. But you get your own anyway. Can we contribute art to the game and shit? No. I have one person that is contributing art and I literally go up to them and I'm like, hey, I need this very specific thing. Can you do that? And they go, yeah. And I go, sick. And then I move on. I do add text in the models. They're interactable, so it opens up a dialog box. Technically, I could make this horribly more complicated. Watch. Text. Balls. Okay. Then we can modify this, add a solidify modifier, make it thick. Okay. Scale it down. Hello, Sekres. There's a reason I don't want to accept art, and it's because it makes me uncomfortable to do that. Can I please rotate on the x-axis? Thank you. Balls on my gravestone as a demonstration. Balls on the gravestone, yes. Here, like you can do an inset because what you can do is we can add an apply and then we can set a Boolean modifier for difference and we set the object to be this. Are you not? Sorry. Oh yeah, I had to like do like convert to mesh. And then it'll be like, oh yeah. Alright. And then what you can do, alright, check this out. Check this out. Boom. Okay, you do that, but then you hide it. Balls. There's some modeling fucking craziness for you. Balls in the tombstone. Balls. You should not do this with text. You should not do it. Like this method right here only works for hard surface modeling. If you fucking do shade smooth on this, you'll have like a lot of fucked up shit. But that's how you can do that. I figured you just wanted to share your art. I just like making shit. I've had I have no proof of this, but I very much believe that a friendship of mine was strained for me making game stuff and then asking them to do art. So I'm just like, it just makes me horribly uncomfortable to have people make art for my game. And I don't want to, I don't like it. I don't want to. That's it, really. Like, I fully recognize that like my art skills are not amazing, so I need to like, it's just one of the things that like, I just get to have somebody do art, and even though I don't like how it makes me feel, it makes the game better, so it is what it is. Anyway, so is Pubert here? Do we have Mr. Chathams? Is Mr. Chathams in chat? Mr. Balls. It does not look like Mr. Chatter's in chat. Well, hopefully you'll feel comfortable accepting art one day. Maybe. We'll see. Most of it is like, I have an issue where like, I just kind of like making shit and I'd be like, look, and then like, I don't know. It's kind of just like me sharing my own shit. Alright, so I'm gonna look up a picture of tombstones, because I can't think of cool ones. Headstones. Don't. You wanna share your location? No, not really. Oh, that one's cool. You know, we'll do a simple one, a simple cross. Rolk only accepts silly art, so draw him fucked up horses and he might put on screen. This is true. If it's non-related to the game and you just want to like make art, like I will have a less issue with that, but like, no, what the fuck? I don't know, shit make me uncomfy, bro. Whoa. They split my mesh. They split my mesh! What the fuck is happening? What'd they do? What the fuck? What? Were there Z fighting going on? Goodbye. You're weird and fucked up. I don't want you anymore. Go away. Nope. Draw fish in general. That's true. If you draw a fish, I'll be happy. I'm a fan of fish. I like fish. Ooh. Being told I model quickly is very funny to me. Again, nothing that I'm modeling right now is like that difficult. Like you could like it's mostly a matter of like, oh, I am familiar with how this stuff works. To a certain degree. I'm not even like that crazy with it. It's just like, oh yeah, I have done this thing before. There you go. Tombstone. This will be Pubert's. Pubert will have this, unless he says he doesn't want to cross, and it's not his religion or whatever. Then we'll it'll be someone else's. I don't know. Distance, boom, done. Yay! Bet it must be fun just knowing the ins and outs of Blender. And it's not even that I know the ins and outs of it. I'm just like familiar enough to do the things I need to do. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much of Blender that I don't fucking touch. For this project, I had to start fucking with the composition node so that my shit renders the right way. Like, do you know, do you accept the fish portraits, Big Krolk? I'll draw you as, I would, you know, honestly, I would be very happy if you drew me as a fish. I would enjoy that. Specifically, my favorite fish is the gulper eel. The gulper eel is my favorite fish, which may or may not technically classify as a fish, but I don't care. Gulper eel kicks ass. Hubert stone. And then, I have a good one. So my first $20 backer. By the way, there are other tiers on Patreon as well, and I am gonna shill for one because I'm broke and two I'm Jewish, right? There are several different tiers on Patreon. $10 and $15 both give you like influence over the game, I think. So if you're looking for like influence on shit, it's not like a crazy amount of influence. It's like access to polls and me deciding shit, and like what creature I work on next is a thing. So there are cheaper options, and if you just want to support, there's a $1 tier if that's what you're looking for. That does exist. You get access to a special role on Patreon, not on Patreon, on the Discord for that. If you don't get it, message me though, because it has been fucky. It has like not worked for some people, so you will need to. If it doesn't work, just let me know and I'll fix it. But one of my first dudes, my first man, was Mr. Coffin Green. So I need to make a coffin. Coffins are hexagons, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coffins are hexagons. Which is not to be confused with the casket. They're different things. Caskets and coffins are different, and I will die on that hill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're hexagons. They're skinnier. They're skinnier, though. Ooh. Here's a fun tip, right? If you're modeling and your shit's out of line, check this, all right? You grab all the points together, right? You size it. They're all on the y-axis, right? So then you hit S, Y, scale on the y-axis, 0. Scales them all down like that. I use that a lot because I will fuck that shit up routinely. So, fun fact, that's how you can align your vertices. I want to drop 100 to be finished. Law, but in all seriousness, that seems interesting to have a minor influence over the game. I think it is. And like the reason why, like, I think it's like, and here's the thing, for any game that I make, if you have like the wizard tier, it's called the wizard tier, and that's because of a game that I want to make after this one, that I have like started working on, I think several years ago, and just like had to put a pause on it for various fucking reasons. Just got a gambling ad. Is this assigned? Yes! Yes! You should give me the money. But like, if you have that tier, then like you will have like a physical thing in every game that I make. That lets you like view it. Oh whoa. I have to check and make sure that's real because my notifications don't work anymore. Holy shit, that's real. Dude, thank you so much, genuinely. That like I really do appreciate that. The Patreon is $20 for the wizard tier, so as like do you want a stone? Do you want one? We can do you next. Like, if you want one, you know, just just say it. I'll make you one, bro. I love stones. All right, dude. If you find either if you draw one or you find the one that you want, what happened? I got donated to. I got donated to. Shit. Mr. Coffin Green though was the first one, so I'm doing him first. Then I need to go these guys, and then we're gonna bevel them a little bit. I love this song. I actually fuck with hardcore. Yes, like that. Nice. See, this is where like I don't know enough about Blender. It's not there's. See, I don't want it. Oh, you know what? It's because I have these selected. I don't want these. Go away, shoo. Yeah, that's what I want. I want it to not be like... There's a thing, hold on. There's like a... Cavity, that's the one. Lets you see the lines like that. How do you make your models low poly? I start with basic shapes. All of my models, I do basic shapes, and I try not to stray far from it, and I keep my triangle count over here. So if I go way past it, I will get rid of it. I think it's really funny. Maybe you only do the front. Yeah, I mean these were connected as so this is good. This is I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna add a little. Actually, hold on. See, watch this. All right, so if I do, I need to do 2. Like that, and then I extrude. Then I extrude again, and then I do... Then I do size, but I do... Shift-Alt? There's one that lets you... No, that's extrude along normals. If only I knew what I was doing, you know? Let's see. Wait, you want a stone shape or a stone type? Stone shape. These, they're all gravestones, so they will be roughly all the same shape. There you go. Or they will be all the same, like, rough stone texture. You'll see when we get to it, you'll see. This is what I wanted. All right. So this is Mr. Coffin Green. That's his stone. I think it's only appropriate he gets a coffin like stone. This is a very ambitious project and pretty cool that you're taking on this magic project by yourself. It's only, it's massive. It's one of those things, right? Hello, 14, I hear you, I see you, goddamn. It's massive if you overscope there. You'll look at a lot of the comments being like, oh, you should do these things. And like, from the outside perspective for like someone who's like not making the game, it seems like, oh, you should do this thing, and then you add it to the potion, and it's like that's a cool idea, but what you've described there is me adding like 15 different systems in one sentence. So like, you'll see that a lot. Like, you have to, yeah, 900 XP by giving 30 heroes AP. What you'll notice is that like a lot of what I describe is simple and like kind of clear cut in what I'm describing, and that's for a reason. That is specifically because I'm like, I am doing this, and I don't describe further than that. I'm like, this will be a thing, and it'll be like this. That's how you. So it seems massive if you view the whole thing as like all at once. But if you're like, oh, there's this one block and it fits in here. There's this other block and it fits in here. And you tie it together like that. It's discrete different things that work together to make a larger whole. Taken in its totality can seem like a bit much, but when you look at it like there's an NPC and it functions in this way, and you do a minigame. The minigame is not that big. It's not like a huge thing. And then you do another minigame. The minigame itself, again, is not that big. And then you have a map and you have the interaction. Like in the it's not that bad. You just have to like stay on top of things. Oh, I open a book gravestone. Those are pretty, and mostly squares. Well, listen, you describe, or like if you find a picture, you can link it. I'll take a look. I need to fix these. Set origin. Here's a fun thing. All right. So if I kept the origin where it's at, here's some fun game dev knowledge. If I kept the origin, that orange dot where it's at, when I add this to a level, it'll spawn this like down there into the floor. So what you gotta do is you gotta make sure that like your bottom is like where the origin is, and then you can do this. Set origin to 3D cursor. Boom, down. Now when I add it to the level, it'll add that as like. I'm not describing this very well, but you get my point. See, this would add way too high up. So set origin to 3D cursor. That'll add correctly, and this is already fine. This one's good. Oh yeah, the AI for the NPCs are gonna be a nightmare. I think. No, not that bad. It's not that bad. And I'm making a whole video about that. Like that is the next video of me being like, and I have to. Yes, I understood from the very first letter. The AI will not be as bad as you think. It's one of those things where like looking at the system in its totality is like, oh, that's crazy. But like, I'm first implementing a simpler AI system. I'm going to use a very simple finite state machine, and then I'm going to transition into behavior trees. And if that works well, I would transition into GOP. But we'll see about that last one. But definitely behavior trees. And the way that I am implementing this, is interesting in the fact that like I'll be able to swap out AI systems because of the architecture I'm going for. I'm doing gas simulations. Yeah, fuck that. Have you seen? There's a really cool video where a dude had like a pendant that he made that like did fluid simulations in like these grid of LEDs, which is really sick. Again, so you gotta understand. So I like I didn't realize this at the time when I started making this channel, but like I get a lot of comments being like, "Oh, this has inspired me to make my own shit," and I think that's great, honestly, because like what you have to understand is that like I'm self-taught. I don't have any formal training on any of the shit that I'm doing. I have no formal training on modeling. I have no formal training on coding. I didn't go to college for comp sci. Like I am just a dude making shit. That is all that I am. So in the effect of like, if you don't think like that you can, I need you to understand that I have literally zero formal training on any of this. I was like that kid in middle school fucking watching coding tutorials on Java with Eclipse on my shitty laptop. Croak, did something happen to the number of doubloons we get every couple? Yes. You should get more. I upped it. I think like the amount that you get per 5 minutes is like, I think in total you get 8 times the amount of doubloons you get before. Anyway, do you have like a specific 7781? Are you still here? I want an open book gravestone. Okay. Open book. I see that. I see it. I misread your thing. I got you. You linked it? Did you? I don't know if I saw. Oh, I may be in the wrong. Hold on. I'm in top chat. I need live chat. I don't see it. But got removed. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Well, you don't inspire me since I'm fucking lazy. I do admire the effort. Well, I appreciate that. I haven't gotten any in like 20 minutes. Don't look at me, man. I didn't do it. I set it up to be to give you lots of doubloons. I literally set it to max. I couldn't go further. I see. I'll start making it and then you can tell me if I'm off or not. How close I am to being correct. It's on a slanted base. Well, hold on, I'm not done yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. You tell me. Give me a second. Give me a minute. I need to... Nope. 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 What? What the fuck? Whoa. Why is it all fuck? Why are you fucked up like that? Book. Book? Is book? Actually, maybe this is not book. Collapse. Collapse. Is book? I think it's book. It's close. Close enough. Good enough for you, do we think? Man, this guy's a fast model. Well, I made my game. I'm like, I had to keep how fast I model shit in mind when I make the when I'm like, because I'm one dude making shit. Ayo, all right, cool. EAHH7781. Like you can watch some of the earlier videos about the project where I'm like, the art style is the way that it is because I am one dude making this, and I need to like, if I make it really complicated, I'm gonna spend 7 years on this. So I have like the art style is born from me needing to not have this take 20 years. Voila. Book. More or less. Set origin to... What? 3D cursor. Boom. There. Ooh, yes. Alright, you got a tombstone. If you're on the Discord, message me later with the text you want it to say. And then there's one other tombstone we need to make. And I'm not sure... The simplest art style is nice, the movement is kind of meh, but I still like it. Well, you mean like the animation, or like... literally, like, the speed at which you move and shit? The art style is a bit, simple. I agree with you on that one. They can say plush, I don't use Discord. Gotcha. The animation? Yeah, well, like, so the idea behind the animation is that it's meant to, like, the game is meant to be kind of like a board game or like a dollhouse, like miniatures. So it's animated in that style to be like, for one, that's actually not technically an animation. That's actually a shader. That is a vertex shader. So like I'm using the GPU to like move your shit around, so I don't have to animate everything. So it saves on time that way, but still like provides the right kind of feel that I'm going for. That's the idea anyway. Actually, it's multiple signs. It's multiple. It's like cosine and sine so that you get the arc. It's math, essentially. It's math. I can show you what I've been fucking with the art style. I'm like slowly getting it to where I want it to be because I'm trying to have it be closer to Sega Saturn. So I can show you real quick where we're at art style wise. Cause I've basically removed the shading entirely. There's no chess models is accurate. Yeah, actually, chess is a good way of thinking about it. I was kind of thinking board game like pieces. Yeah, I mean, it's good that you're thinking that because that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for, and we're gonna do PlayStation, Sega Saturn style stuff. So I've gotten. So I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something, and I think it's really fucking cool. All right, with realistic blood, yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna show you something that I think is really, really cool. And you can tell me that it's fucking stupid or whatever, but I think it's sick. Let's see. Window. This one. No. There. So the art style looks, you know, if you're in the dark right now, prepare yourself, okay? Squint your eyeballs. That's how stupid it looks. So this is very basic. I'm having like I've encountered a bug with that where I had to click it like 15 times, and I don't know why. But, ugh. streaming makes this game run like ass. What the fuck? So I'm in the midst of removing. Why is the game running so fucking shitty? God damn. But the finite state machine. So this texture you see right here, this texture, all right, it's not real. There's no color in this texture. It's a 3D model. There's no color data. It's palletized. The same with this. This whole thing right here, there's no color data in that image. There's none. Zero. I can show you exactly what it looks like. Okay? So the cube that you were looking at, the cube, and I needed to get this working for a very specific reason. The cube. So reason why I'm bugging about that. Look at this. Yeah, it's not happy with me streaming. 19.5 megabytes of VRAM is being used. That's how much VRAM. Kind of bad that game's performance tank while streaming. It's really annoying. And it's tanking in a way that like is interesting to me, but I guess I'm using a fair amount of resources elsewhere. Caillou with your Discord open. Yeah, well, it's because you fucking message me every time I'm just closed now. Fuckwit. Asshole. So I wanted to, so the way that the shaders work is that it's palletized, and I have a video where I go into this, but it wasn't working with 3D shaders, or the 3D stuff. I had to like change the shader for that. But the cube you're looking at is this. So you'll notice this says red 8, which is the same as 1 byte per pixel, so it's only using the red channel. You also have a bunch of apps open, so no wonder it runs like shit. You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know how many apps I have open. So shut up. I like the way it looked. It doesn't like, and that's the thing. There's no lighting. There's zero lighting. There's no lighting in any of this. There's no lighting at all. Obviously this is bad, but like, if you look at the desk looks downright good. There's no lighting on this desk. Lighting's off. There's no lighting on any of the models at all, which is, I textured them in a way where I was lazy, where I was just like threw it in there, but like we can texture them better. But the main highlight that I'm trying to point out is this. This has no lighting and it has a limited color palette. And getting that to work is important, because that means what I can do. Don't forget to close. Shut the fuck up. I'll mute you. This. All right. So what the plan is to have a texture atlas, not of images this big, but keeping in mind that a 4K texture is like 4 megabytes in VRAM with how I have this set up. So like we can have decent textures and a lot of them, and have it not like destroy VRAM and shit, which is pretty sick. Let's look at Season Def made it. Nah, you flatter me. You flatter me, but you flatter. You're Icarus right now. It's too much. It's too much. So we gotta design one more doohickey. I'm genuinely really fucking upset that I can't get this to run on 32-bit systems, and I can't get it to work on Windows 7. I am genuinely mad about it. The Seasons Dev don't have techniques locked behind their class. I don't know what that means. So we're gonna do a generic one. I'm gonna do a generic stone here. Not like generic in a bad way, just like regular. Ish. So I don't really want to have that many. Like when I was doing the splitting that, as you could see that I was making like a lot of extra geometry. Not into that. So I use the knife tool to just cut it myself. And then again, we're gonna do the S. Well. Merge at. So if I select that, I can do merge at last. That way I keep everything in line. Boom. Then you can hit a double G to move shit along the normals. Boom. Simple stuff. Simple. I'm gonna download your game now. You can. That's the one that's publicly available is old. It's like a month old. Because I've been changing stuff behind the scenes, and there hasn't been like that much visual stuff happening. But I hope to release once I get like a mini game added, I will release a new public build. I still actually need to play it. I'll have free time next week. It's a prototype. You gotta understand what's currently available is like a prototype of like, here's some shit. I built enough for you to actually like do some things, but it's a prototype. So like, don't go expecting that there really isn't a gameplay loop in it. So don't get your hopes up about like, oh, I'm gonna really like, there's like fuck all the gameplay loop. You can stab some people. It's a proof of concept more than it is anything else. Like here's a generalized, like here's how the game will feel to move around and play, and as opposed to here's a accurate representation of what the game will be. It's more of like, here are controls, here's the view, here's the kind of like character ideas. Check out the Steam store. There's no Steam page. I'm gonna go sleep though. Sleep well, dude. Sleep well. Peace out. Love you. Just kidding. I lied. Nah, sleep well though, dude. Where do I put this? I'll save it in documents, I guess. Gravestones. I was telling bro to check out Steam store for games. That's true. I mean, for games in general, I guess. This is beyond simple, but speaking of which, I wonder if the final game size will be 800 megabytes. It could be. I would try and keep it low, but we'll see. I'm fucking around with making music. I'm learning some basic music theory, and I'm fucking around with I have the music player, the DAW that I have is a tracker. It's called Renoise. So it works well with using MIDIs, and I can load in sound fonts, and then I have a thing to play MIDI files in Godot. So I should be able to keep the music low if I am the one, at least for like the things that I make, which we'll see how much actually that is, because I don't think I have the quality enough to do it justice, but there are at the very least any music that I make should be relatively small, because it will just be like a sound font, and then it goes through the MIDI file and then plays it. So on that level, it should be relatively okay. Oh, I forgot that we were supposed to read C++. I need to finish. So again, I don't know really. I'm like relearning C++ because the book that I have, that I like originally started to learn C++ in, is old, and it only covers C++ 11. And there are stuff that is in like C++ 17 that is like really good and helpful, and kind of means that some of the stuff that's in here isn't true anymore, or like isn't best practice and stuff like that. Like string views is a C++ 17 thing, which is literally just not covered in that book, which means that like when you send a string to a function, that you shouldn't use a reference to it if you don't have to. Instead, you should send a you don't need to have a const reference to a string. You can instead pass a string view, which by its nature is immutable and lightweight, so you don't need to do a const string reference. So stuff like that I don't know, and like I don't know shit in general. MIDI damn be cool. That's also another reason. Like I do want mod support to be a thing. So I have to put in work to make that happen, because like I'm sure that there will be people that want different things in the game. Nerd, yeah, no shit. I'm stabbing the shit. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, but no, I have to. It's interesting that the way that I have to start making videos now is because I have to start. Normally what I would do is I would like finish a thing and then I would make a video about it and then get everything together and then record the video where I talk about it and get all the B-roll and shit. I can't do that anymore. I have like several video ideas, and for the one that I'm most excited to do, I have to like start recording this and then do stuff and then do work on it. And then like do it that way, because I'm no longer at the point where like shit is rolling so fast that I can just do that. Will your game have that many audio files? Audio will be a part of it, at least. I'm doing a let's play for a game, and out of boredom I downloaded the game's OST and I had 139 music files. The sound files will probably be more than the music files. But I like everything will be crunchy and kind of low res. Anola Solid. Oh! Pubert. Hey, Pubert. Are you cool with this being your gravestone in the game? Or do you want a different one? Because you weren't here when I was making these. So one dude chose this one, and then, this is Coffin's gravestone. You get to get a gravestone in game. This is Triggers. So you gotta tell me, do you want this one to be your gravestone or not? You got a gravestone because you have financially supported the channel and the project, which is why. That's fine. All right, cool. Do you want it to say anything specifically when you click on it, or just there's no gravestones? Oh shit, my bad. All right, this is yours. I need water. My fucking throat hurts. Sorry, this is your gravestone. Do you want this one or do you want a different one? This is Triggers. This is Coffin's. Coffin also isn't here, but like, you know, his name. How much would it cost to get your username into your game? $20. That's what all of this is. Coffin, Mr. Coffin Green is a Patreon supporter, which is 20 bones. That is what I set that price at. It was somewhat arbitrary. I just felt that it was a fair price to oh, I clicked on it. I don't want to open Caden Live. Fuck. 20 bones. And if you're a Patreon, it's slightly better. Named after his grandfather, but yeah, the cross is good. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's I'll copy that down. Hold on. I'll write that down. Cool. Alright. I still have no doubloons, I cry. I don't know why it's shitting on you with doubloons. I'll drop 50 then. Well, I guess we'll be making a gravestone for you. Cause yeah, I set it to be 20 because I feel like that's like, you know, like you get the influence of the lower tiers, and then also like you're in the game, and I felt like, oh yeah, you know, this. Of course, at a later date, then we'll make your thing at a later time. Still not last. Hell yeah. I think I still have 0 doubloons. I'm pretty sure I'm at 0. They're poorer than me? Yeah, in real life as well. But Patreon is better because then I can be like, oh, because Patreon gives me, like, the way that it worked for the Patreon tier specifically is like, when you start donating, it'll give you like that, you know, like from they lived from like year whatever to year whatever. It gives you that time frame. So otherwise, it is just like your name. You'll hear lies. Guy. All right. What else did I want to do today? Fuck. It's a map design, I think. I can feed you grapes. I would enjoy grapes. I'm a fan of grapes in general. Oh, don't feed Trigger grapes. Give me grapes. Oh, yeah, totally, dude. It shows me at the top of the list, but I'm not at the, I'm not cool. Alright, so... Fucking... Where the fuck is this? Oh, there it is. So what I get to do is I get to make... Let's see, 64 is small. I would want each texture to be roughly like 64 pixels big. So if I wanted... Let me do some math. That's acceptable. And that'll give me a... That'll give me a lot of... An absolute ton to work with. And then we have our palette here. This palette made by Egg. Rolk, you have 417 doubloons. How do you feel? I feel fucking awesome. I feel like a winner. Alright, so we're gonna make our stone real quick. Or like a stone texture kind of thing. I don't know this program very well, so I'm wondering if it has like shading tool. It is not happy with... Maybe I should do a 64 by 64 and then like paste it into the thing. That might be better. The program might be a little happier with that. I'm gonna get some milk, have fun, enjoy. Is this sticking to our palette? Doesn't look like it. New 64 by 64 indexed. Cool. I just need it to stick to the palette is all. This looks complicated. You can export the frames as a sprite sheet. Yeah, well, it's gonna be a texture atlas, so that's essentially what it's gonna be. Honestly, surprised how people figure this out so well. I mean, to be fair, it has been like many years that people have hovered the buttons to these shortcuts. I miss having my preferred pixel art program, to be honest. Because there's I tell you what, ProMotion NG is a beautiful program. This appears to be like... trying to use the index. Yeah. And then that actually like... that is actually in the index. Okay, so I have to like set it to be indexed when I make it for that to work out. Cool. What is my preferred pixel art program? ProMotion NG. It is on Steam if you want to buy it on Steam. It is also for sale on its own website. That shit is godly. It is a godly program. It is feature packed. The issue with it is that its documentation is dog ass. But it is like professional grade software. And it shows. Like, if you want simple, this software I'm using right now, Pixelorama, is free. This is free. Sprite is free only if... Sprite's only free if you build it yourself. I was wondering, did you draw your profile picture? I did not. A guy on Discord, he just like popped in and was like, I drew this, and then he never said anything else after that. And I was like, can I use that? He's like, yeah. I just wish there was a spray paint tool. I might have to just like download Krita and do shit like that. I might use it because it all has pretty simple pixel art shit. I've never used any built-in stuff, if that's a thing. This is certainly something. I love stone. Oh, why so much? This is lagging tremendously. Does this look like stone? I don't know what I'm doing. The software is not working too well. I've heard of Sprite and I'm terrible at using it. Pixelorama is made in Godot? Ah. I see. Well, I cannot do the thing I want to do, which is this paint bucket or spray tool. At least I can't figure it out. Color replace. That looks like a bird shit. Seeing this really makes me think of how games that, yeah, back on their Amiga. Isometric box. What? What the fuck? Why? Why have that? It's crazy that, best pixel tool? No. Photoshop is better. Genuinely. I say that has like half a joke. I don't know what the fuck this is. I literally just want, like, noise. Oh, beautiful. I love that. I just want noise. Bro, the record for Pac-Man pixel art is insane. They used to design everything in graph paper and stuff. Yeah. Dithering pattern, I wish. Kinda weird how it's lagging despite it being pixel art. I believe they did that. I believe it. A lot of the, like, Fallout used, physical, like, clay models and shit. That they took pictures of. They exist somewhere. Yeah. I think that's just like 3D modeling software literally wasn't good enough to have like have it produce a good enough looking sprite that it made the most sense to do 3D like physical models. This is not working. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back to this probably at a later date, or I'll make the texture offline. Because this is lagging tremendously and I'm confused and I won't be able to download Krita while streaming, so. Cobbles? Not cobbles, more like literally just noise. Like all I need is noise and I don't see how I'm supposed to do that, but. Not cobbles, just stone. Hey, how you doing, man? You're a beast. Thank you. I try. I'm doing all right. My programs aren't working in the way that I want them to, but we ball. Alright, we saved. Cool. So what I want to do is a bit of map design and oh, do I have MS Paint? I don't think I have simple MS Paint program. Do I do when things don't go my way? Yeah. Okay. Okay, dude. Is there a simple MS Paint style app for Void Linux? I need to be lightweight though. Very, very simple. Okay, that's the thing. Let me download this real quick. Hypothetically, if I were to ship you a new PC, would you run Windows 11 or 7 on it? I don't know what I would use it for. If it was just like that, like it, like I don't know if I would run either on it realistically. I would probably want run Windows 11 if it was shitty, if it was a shitty computer. That way I could use as a shitputer test bench. I'm having so much fucking trouble getting my shitputer to do the thing I wanted to do. Like, it will not fucking run. I've gone through like several different operating systems on this fucking thing. I had Windows 7 on it. Wouldn't work. It won't do Windows 10. I put Linux Mint on it, but Linux Mint is like, you need to have blah blah blah. It's starting to annoy me. Alright. So we want to do some level design. Which, for us, ends up being very simple. Because I can just draw it flat. What the fuck? There you go. Okay. Microsoft. Oh. Sick. Alright, so basically, in our very simple. What is it? This is essentially Microsoft Paint, except Linux. I guess. Am I pirate software now? My Twitch chat explodes. Now I rely on Krolk screen to see my messages. I think I got the name pretty funny. Yeah. He's A. Null Assault. Thanks, my mom gave it to me. Yeah. So basically, my thought process is, okay? We have like a mansion or castle style thing, right? Can I make this smaller? Whereas am I limited to? Oh, I see. That's my size. Why is this one laggy? The fuck? Oh, now it's good. I got a notification and it made my shit lag? What the fuck? Okay. That'd take me that long? You're cool. You're too cool to get it. So in my head, alright? In the center of the map will be like a courtyard. And this will be like where the worm pit is. You know, you'll have like your worm pit. It'll be epic. You'll have like a door here, a door here, door here. Right. You have your doors. Worm pit, yeah. And surrounding that, like this is a little courtyard, right? So surrounding that should be stuff. So you'll have like your several areas, right? God damn it. Fuck. Right, you'll have your hallway. Sir 8 waft pair. That's me. Sir 8 waft pair. At your service. Actually, you know what I should do? I should look up floor plans of castles. This is a house plan. This is a thing you could own. What the fuck is this? Huh? Wait, to get the plan, I have to pay $5,000 to get a plan? And then I still have to build the house? What the fuck? I don't know, maybe. I know you guys can't see what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm like literally scrolling through like images of like this is crazy. Wait, can I sell castle designs for 5K? Well, it's like a real floor plan that like they're like buy this and then you can literally like pay like a construction company to like build it. Like here are the plans. Build this. I think that's what it was. But I'm slightly entertained. I'm glad I slightly entertain you. That is my goal. Yeah, these are just like fucking house plans. That's crazy that this is a thing. 12 bed, 12 bath, 20,000 square feet. I'm learning CAD. They have architecture template. It's definitely something like that. It's a software. Yeah, these are for like literally buying. I just want like historical castle fucking floor plans, bro. This is not helpful. This is like the most, this is too little. These are like doodles of it. This is unhelpful. I don't want house plans. I want like literal castle floor plans, bro. There are multiple courtyards. That might be interesting to see if we do so. That might be more interesting, to be fair. If we do like a whole castle, you'll have to like wander around more. But here, let me fucking copy this image. If I dump it in there, right? This is quite large. Like overall, this is like very large, but like you have like a chapel, which like you could be like the spawn location, then you know. I might just go with like trying to make this as a thing. Or like using it as like like a guide. Like the worm pit would be there. Like that's where the worm pit would be. Not sure if this will help or piss you off, but you could probably ask ChatGPT to generate a castle design. It could. It's just like it would like. And then like, so my plan is, right, you know, like instead of like classes, right? Essentially, you just recreate Windsor Castle. The fuck is Windsor Castle? I'm interested in Windsor Castle. That's big as fuck. ChatGPT can't do floor designs for shit. I don't know about Windsor Castle, bro. Windsor Castle might be a bit much. It's British Royals or some shit. It's just really big. Where this is like less big and it's mostly like rooms. Which is good because like, so instead of like classes, right? My plan is to have like, you go to like the library and you learn some shit. Like you teach your, you go like, oh, I read book about magic. Or you go to like the kitchen and like you do cooking, where instead of like it's classes, like it is an activity you specifically partake in. Which you have like, I put a comment in the I pinned a comment I made describing the shit a little better. You can look up prisons or resorts. I think I'll just go with this. I think I'll go with this. The change from school to lab negates the need for teachers too. Yes. They no longer need to exist. Yeah, no, I think this will be good. I don't know how I'll fill the court with stuff though, so I may kind of just kind of axe it and have like a little alley here. So instead of having this whole big court, I may just like cut it off there. I tried it for a project. We were supposed to design a dental clinic and it added a birthing room. I don't know the word in English. No, that's what dental clinics are. I mean, yeah, if you just use it and have it like generate shit and then just go for it, I think it'll suck ass. Like, obviously you wouldn't want to, like, it'll add unnecessary shit, but then you just have to manually still, like, review it and be like, no. I don't think my dentist needs a birthing room, thanks. I'll just cut that out. Alright. What do I have for classes again? You know, classes. Alright, we have biology, alchemy, history, math, gym, cooking. Oh, I guess the courtyard would be gym. It's quite large for that, though. Well, then maybe instead of econ, you like go sell shit in the market. Or there could be like some cult activities out here. Raised grounds. Cult activity would be like here-ish, I think. This is gym. This is your physical activities. This is econ. Jam econ. Oh no, my music. Give me back my fucking tones. Most of stuff would be like in here. So we have like the courtyard and shit, right? This is where like maybe the worm pit's here, maybe the bug room is in one of these. I don't know. I had nursing rooms in every building I designed. Biology has bug room and you have to be a certain level to use the... I don't know about levels, man. We're like good at bio? Nah. Nah, bio is not a stat. We don't measure that. I'm not worried about levels. They're not a thing. They're not real. Levels don't exist. There are no levels. There are just stats. It's how smart you are. Sure, we got econ, gym, like math, history would be in here, bio would be in here, cooking would be in there somewhere. Botany? I think botany would be in the church garden. Botany would definitely happen in like the church garden. Cause you know like Gregor Mendel and his fucking peas. I know it's the answer, but would there be a cooking class? You could cook people. We're not cooking people. Philosophy would be in the state. Arts would probably be in there as well. Music, theater. And that covers all of our shit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with plenty to spare. Cool. Etiquette's not a class, but etiquette is a stat. Etiquette is a stat that we have. Some gentlemen and ladies. Have we considered languages or nah? You mean like beyond English? No. You best know English because I don't care enough. Cotillion class. We're not adding classes. That stream happened already. That stream is over. We decided on shit already. It's done. Nah, dude, I don't know any English at all. That sucks. That sucks, because, like, I'm not... That's the only thing I know, so it's all I'm supporting. Womp womp. Damn, guess I'm not playing. I bet you're also a communist. Ugh. Ew. Ew, communist. Ew. Point and laugh at the communist. Alright, leaving your stream on while I clean some more. Have fun. You know what else? I forgot. I need to model the dog. I forgot about the dog. So I'm gonna model the dog, and then that's pretty much what I planned for this stream. I also have to clean. My room is getting quite messy, and it's really starting to like impact my life. Unfortunately, so I very much want to clean that, and then I have to do other shit today. But I figured this will be, I will stream, again, making up for like not streaming, missing 2 streams, and this one being kind of short. I will stream again tomorrow. I will stream on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Still won't stream on Thursday. And then we're going back to normal after that. Nothing in your room ain't bad. It does if you can't walk. Like, you guys may think my room is massive. It's not. It's like 10 foot by 10 foot. It's tiny. My room is small as fuck. That's why my videos are me standing there in front of a green screen being like, I would do more cinematic shit, but I literally don't have room. I literally can't do it. You seem fairly clean to me. No, I'm Asmongold, baby. I'm Asmon. I am the Roach King. Thursday streams are only for Patreon supporters. That's just not accurate. That would be funny. Oh, you know what? You know what, dude? You know what, dude? Actually, Pubert, that's a good idea. But not for Patreon, for members. For members on YouTube. Cause I've been like, cause like you were like, oh, you should set up members. I'm like, but yeah, but what would I do? What would I stream? Like what would I do? Having members only streams would be like, would make the most sense to me. Cause I guess it would be like me working on videos and stuff. Secret weekly member exclusive streams, something like that. Or, you know, I could release a video early for them as well. I don't know. Members only stream does make sense though. That's a decent idea. Map. Except Cody, you should put up Zork. Yeah. You have to play Zork. Which is really funny because it wouldn't be Twitch. There would be no Twitch stuff happening. It wouldn't be on Twitch at all. Which means they couldn't actually play Zork. I am just playing Zork for several hours. Well, damn, fuck. Fuck, how do I become a member? And then you look down to try and become a member and you realize that you can't. Oh! This is bullshit. It's just not possible. I'm gonna stream to myself. It'll be really cool. I got a model and dog with like 9 heads or some shit. Damn, this jazz is good. The 9 dog, yes. Well, I'm not gonna release another public build without the dog. So he's gotta be in here. I'm not gonna make him huge though, since you have to like play as him. He will just be like a puppy version. My head sounds like a pain. Nah, not that bad. We'll see how far I get on the model today. Jump. Wow. Good luck with that, brother. I mean, this should be okay. Should be alright. Ah, fuck. Beautiful doggo. Here he is. You like him? Oops. Saws him. What? I'm not. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's make the dog body and then we can worry about the heads. First and foremost. It looks like an owl. Shut up. By the way, boys, stop killing games seems to be winning. Hell yeah. Don't say that. Don't say those things. I'm confused about what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, that's what you meant by that. Just say blue. Just say that I got blue. I'm blue. I know that it's not accurate anymore, but I'm blue. I've become blue, not black. Broke blued himself. Yes, I'll understand what you mean by that. Yeah, fun fact, why that happens, my camera, I don't actually have a webcam. This is a VHS camera. We use what we got. What I have is a VHS camera that also happens to be slightly delayed, which is why that's a thing. Your recent video inspired me to put a state machine in the game I'm working on, but honestly probably never gonna finish. It's a good idea in general. I'm gonna do a whole video about like how I am doing mine and the architecture I'm going for so that I can switch it out later. I've heard of that. Not sure why Suit thought that everyone would only play online games just because, and then it would close and just be, yeah. I don't know why they thought it would be a good idea, but I mean, I think it's just money. If anybody wondering, Krolk is like Kane Pixels. He has used. Who the fuck is Kane Pixels? What? Alright, well, I originally had something that was halfway between a state machine and incredibly janky, hard-coded movement stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's just a good idea in general, because then you can separate logic out, and, like, it makes debugging easier. But yeah, I have a video I'm working on that goes into exactly how I'm doing mine and why. And how exactly mine was shit. It's not that technical, it really isn't. It sounds worse, but it sounds worse than it is, but what you gotta understand is that Pac-Man had a state machine. Like the way that, like, the ghosts move, they use a state machine. I think it's just a number, it is not just a number. It is incorrect. A state machine is a design pattern, it's an architecture that you implement so that you can separate code into separate little chunks that you decide when they run. So you can set like a routine. So you set like, you have like a chunk of code that you're like, this will only run once this condition has been met. And then you can have and then you can limit what state can switch between other states. And so by doing this, you can like make logic happen that you want to. It's not just a number, it's a design pattern. It's a code architecture that's quite old. It's technically a computer science thing. When I make my bonsai sweet sweatshop simulator game, I'm just gonna go around, have every character be spawned on everything. Would that break the game? I already use a state machine, so for me, no. My state machine is just shitty. My state machine is just doo-doo ass. And then, like, part of the reason why I'm making a new one is... There are two reasons. Krolk, get ready for bed. Good night, Krolk. Oh, you're gonna get ready. Good night, dude. I will have to model this later, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end stream soon, but before I leave, okay? I will explain exactly... That's not what I wanted. I'll explain why having a state machine is good for me. So the way that my state machine, there are two things that get accomplished when I switch over to my state machine, and they're both really important. One, performance improves. Performance improves for my game because I don't have like I want like 200 students, right? If 200 students all have an on ready and a process function that has to get sent to Godot and do its whole thing, that gets expensive, and not having that is good, because that's every state that has that. The tutorial, I'm thinking about simplifying my state machine since entities don't need to be. Yeah, I mean, literally, like, follow a tutorial and then change it for what you need. Because obviously, like, having it fit your project is the thing that you should do. But secondly, currently, how the state machine runs is based on what gets added to the scene tree because I'm using a process function. So what I can do right now is I have a time component that, like, that does ticks. It's how the number at the top like gets you the time. Is there's a time component and it draws from that. So certain checks only happen once a tick, right? So I have that existing already. So what I need to do, so what I can do is, for one, every tick I can be like, hey, go through all of the students and update all of the states that they have. So that way I can have like movement be tick based. And so I can have things happen in a known sequential order. So I could be like, oh, this gets processed at this point. This gets processed here. So if I get a bug, I can be like, oh, this bug must happen between these two things. And I can narrow shit down and I have more control over it, which is important for debugging, especially when you have a bunch of interlocking systems that are going on all at the same time. So I can be like, so I will know like, oh, if this isn't happening when it should, it'll happen at here, it'll happen in this state, and it'll happen at this point when it starts to process like if it's been, you know, if a hitbox has hit it or not. And because I will be using like messages, right, a message system, when a signal would normally get processed and be like, boom, up to the bus, instead I'll use a message. So it'll be like, oh, here, if it interacted with this thing, like let's say like a hurt box entered a hitbox, I can be like, oh, instead of sending a message through Godot, I can send a message object to the state machine to be like, process this message with this information when you encounter, you know, when it gets hit. So that way I don't have to use Godot's send a signal or whatever to like go send a signal to the signal bus, have it go, wah, wah. It'll just be more efficient. It'll work better. It'll be cleaner. And I'll be like, oh, you know, I can keep a log, literally like a log file of the messages being sent, who sent it, the receiver, what it was, what it did, and the effects of it. Which for me, when I have, again, 200 students doing a bunch of shit, helps for mainly the debugging process, but like not having everything happen in a process or a physics process also means that I can stagger updates. So instead of having, I can assign everybody a group and then have it go through the list of all students, only update 10 of them each frame, and then 10 of them next frame, 10 of them. So like, it literally is just like, for my game, it makes sense for me to do it in this way. Like there's only benefits, and I can like, I plan on making a whole video being like, here's my state machine now, it's ass. Here's my plan. Here's the architecture I want to use. Here's why I'm doing it. Here's all the things I can now do that I could not do before by switching over. Like I'm gaining the ability to do things in a controlled way, making things faster, better, easier to debug. And that's why for me, having a state machine literally only makes sense to do. Like there's no reason not to do it this way. There's only gains from doing it. It's work to switch over, but the good thing about how I have it architectured, right, or like in my head at least, is that when I switch from like a state machine to a behavior tree, what I'll be able to do is, instead of like, I can like call the student and then have a student have like a do AI function that I will switch to do whatever the AI I'm using needs it to do. So like if I'm using a finite state machine, I can have but like keep the function the same, but like I don't need to like, how do I say this? The student will have a function that's like do AI shit, and I will change what that function does depending on when I'm using a finite state machine or a behavior tree or GOP, regardless of what it is, but like a do AI function. And then, so like anything like outside of the student itself, they don't need to know what that function does exactly. They don't need to care about it. Just that do AI does whatever needs to happen. And that way I can keep things simple. And when I can switch out finite state machine for whatever, I just need to recode what that function will do. But like everything else, it doesn't break anything else once I have the function made doing the things that it needs to do. So that way I can switch out shit easier when I go about, you know, learning more about the AI, trying different systems and stuff like that. Badass. See, this is why you're the coding nerd. You really know. I'm not, again, I'm self-taught, so all of what I'm saying is like stuff that I am in the process of like actively learning and figuring out and implementing. So again, I'm not Mr. Coding Wizard. I'm not a hacker, man. I'm not master of all hackers. I'm just some guy. Anything that I'm doing, you can also do. It's just, you just gotta learn it and be okay with learning and not knowing and fucking with shit. Again, like that's like what I have. I have most of my grievance with. I dislike that Pirate Software has been doing his thing for 10 years, but didn't, like, in those 10 years, he could have learned how to actually, like, do shit. He could have. Like, even if he started off as, like, not knowing stuff, like, he could have, like, learned stuff. He could have done it. But, I don't know. He chose not to, I guess. Whatever. It's not my life. A lot of technical stuff here, but I just want to see how well this shit runs and if there. Oh, I'm sure there'll be errors. That's part of it. Like, switching AI systems will be like, will give errors 100%. Prior software lies about being competent. Croak lies about being incompetent. No, I'm just honest. I'm self-taught. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. It may not be true. I will make mistakes. There will be stuff that I say that just ends up being fucking wrong that I don't know. I don't know everything. I'm a human being. I will fuck up and you will get to be like, you're dumb and you're a dumb idiot. And I'll be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I fucked up. Pirate Software probably realized it was more profitable to be a streamer who makes, was making the game than it is to actually make a game. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm finding success in the doing of both. So I don't know. Sadly, yes. Maybe. I don't know. I think there's a... Listen, I think the issue with... Here's where I think the niche is. I think the niche is like how Danny Dev did shit, but instead of having Danny Dev, how like Danny Dev is like, here's a game I made. I made a game. Instead of that, I want to like explain the tactical stuff and be like informative, but explain it in a way where like you can understand. And I think I'm doing that somewhat successfully, but I want to be able to actually explain the technical shit in a way that is still entertaining instead of just like glossing over and be like, well, I did this. Like, I want to tell you what the fuck's happening, but then also have the explanation of that not suck. Because I think a lot of like, if you go on coding YouTube and stuff like that, where like they'll explain stuff and they like try to do tutorials and things, a lot of what happens either is they're really boring, it's not entertaining, but it's easy to understand, or they're like, it's really technical. They don't do a whole lot of like the, you know, like science communicator type shit where they're like try and be entertaining. And like you'll see that on YouTube as well with like science communicator like stuff where it's like, yeah, you could explain it like that. It's a bit boring though, but you're right. You are correct. I'm more fun to stream playing video games, but he built his brand on being an educational and transparent content creator, but he wasn't, essentially. I probably will play games at some point as well. I just have more fun. I find playing games for like one game for a long period of time to be boring for myself. I don't know. I have more entertainment. I think I literally have more entertainment value out of like I'm most entertaining when I'm literally just like talking to people, which I think is easier when I'm not like trying to play a game at the same time. Like it's hard to play a game and then talk to people, but it's easier to be like the code talk, do on this shit, talk, model talk. Like I don't know. I think I'm most entertaining when I'm literally just like fucking talking and yapping about random shit. I'm surprised you're not burned out streaming, editing videos, bottling, coding. Well, here's the thing, right? I enjoy making games. That's like a thing. I enjoy what I'm doing. So it's hard to, I would say that editing videos is probably the most like painful. I enjoy that the least. Streaming is not that bad. It's just talking while I do this shit that I enjoy anyway. So that's really not that bad. Editing videos makes me want to die though, I'll be honest. I kind of hate doing it. It's like the least fun. I take a long time to edit videos just because it's like, I can only do it for so long and then I have to, and now I'm like having to learn a new program as well and all that. And holy fuck, my voice is dying. Like this is what I get for not streaming for too long. My voice is dying. So anyway, I'm going to continue working on shit, just not streaming it. I gotta clean my room, write stuff, work on the game a little bit, model the dog, probably, but we'll see how far I get with that. That's more complicated than like gravestones. Editing sucks balls. Editing sucks balls, especially if you're using a program you're unfamiliar with, which is what I have. Which is why I'm like disappointed in that last video. I hope it does well, but like there are bits that I wanted to do that I just like got to, but yeah. So I will be streaming tomorrow, either, I'm not sure when exactly, but either 9 a.m. PST or to 12 a.m. PM PST, something like that. Are you still taking cursed item suggestions? I am, if you have one. Specifically cursed items. If it's like complicated and strange, then it's maybe, but I am still interested in them. We'll list them out, bro. Or you can message me on Discord. I think you're on the Discord. You can put them in the feedback channel. Does a snail you just released out there count as a cursed item? It doesn't. No. No, a cursed item is like, what I think about as a cursed item is like, I'll put them on Discord, yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow, and the stream will be longer because I will be hydrated and not like dying. Pretty classic one. Unfinished book, sheet, music, compels anyone who holds it to finish it. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna copy that real quick. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Fuck, dude. They gotta stop dude, I swear it's constant whenever 6 minutes ago. Shit. My bad. Euphoria Falls. Thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that I'm dying. Kill it here. I appreciate the sub, Euphoria. I'm sorry I missed it. I have to, that's one of the things I have to do is fix the stream because I had to switch over to Linux and some shit just kind of broke. I'll have notifications. Trust. I'll get there. Fuck. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll be hydrated tomorrow. Alright. Again, I appreciate you guys being here. Have a good evening, day, night, whatever it is. Stay safe. Drink water. Hydrate. Eat food. Have fun. Enjoy life. Tell your mom you said hi. I don't know. All that shit. Peace.